You're tuned in to Game Chopping TV. Hip-hop media, real-world news, live video games, all chopped up in one place. We break down albums, talk culture, stream the hottest titles, and hit the streets for the stories that...
What it do? Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we are chopping this game over here, man. Had to tap into this one, man, definitely, man. So I've been actually seeing this over the last couple of days or so, man. I didn't know it, or how serious it was, but let's go ahead and say it. Legendary Dogg Pound rapper Kurupt, man. Allegedly, must be official that he's been in the hospital, kind of, sick, pretty bad sick, man, fighting for his life. I think over the last week or so, you know what I'm saying? There was saying something about he, kept having like seizures and things like that. That's one of the things I heard, and when I saw it, I was just like, and I thought maybe he was just, going into the hospital, and maybe bounce back out. But it looks like, like I said, over the days of seeing the reports on it, it looks like it's not that easy. It's not going to be just that simple. Maybe crazy work, but this is life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, what you done, what songs you done, and who would how popular you were, who you knew, who you was around, don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? We gotta deal with our own sicknesses, our own problems, everything. And this is just another situation. Even though he's just, a lot of us grew up on his music. I know I did. Definitely a big fan of Dogg Pound, Snoop Dogg, all that. Especially when they first dropped. It was on. Listening to that, a bunch of songs. That first Dogg Pound album, slapper, man. That Bomb AP, slapper, man. And Reality, slapper, man. Kurupt has a unique flow, what I'm saying, rapping with the West Coast cats. But I think he said he was originally from Philadelphia or something like that, but then ended up moving out, to the West and getting down with Dogg Pound and all that. They took him in. And whoop. You know what I'm saying? And put out a lot of good music, Definitely condolences, man, and prayers. Hope the man get better. You know what I'm saying? But it happens. He's down sick, fighting for his life right now, I guess, and it could go either way. But definitely am a fan of him, Kurupt, Snoop, all them, the Death Row days, all that stuff, man. If you don't know, go back and listen, because I think they even dropped some solos. Wasn't really aware of a lot of the solos. I don't know the solos as much as I know the group projects. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just like I say, if it's some rapper that I grew up on, I know they music, I mess with them, I definitely gotta speak on it. Give them their flowers, from my point of view of being a listener to the music, stuff like that. I was looking at one of the comments, people were saying something about, he was drinking when he shouldn't have. Who know? I don't know all that. I hope not. I hope that's not the case, but, that's, a few things that I did see. But yeah, I hope, just hate to see, the one, and I think they said something about even Daz, was like reaching out, like, man, for all the prayers possible, and because it does suck, even though there's a time limit on us all. It just does suck when you grew up on their stuff, on these people, and it comes to an end. They become, they were, not they are, they were. You have to look at them as a memory, and I know for Daz, that's gotta suck, because like, boom, he go. Well, nobody knows who's gonna be here how long, but you just start like, dang, what I started out with, would seem like his sidekick in those times anyway. It's like over with. That's the way things happen. Not to say that this is, but so it's gotta suck to see somebody down like that. That kicked it off with and some stuff. They want to do an interview. One of them ain't there. Just like the Migos. I guess that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see the other two together like that the same. You don't. I haven't heard no music. It's over with. And I don't know if they can even drop another song. Maybe be on a feature with somebody new, but music is just, it's a little out of hand right now, man. The authenticity is gone. It's just, people just fetch stuff out there and see if you bite. I guess it's always been that way, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, what happened, I guess, is when the music became so accessible. You hear one thing, throw it away. Because you can throw it away. Because it's so available now, it's free. When back in the day when you had to pay for it, it meant a lot more. And that's the days that Kurupt and Dazz and them come from, man. When you got their music, it really, you held on to it. You took care of the CD. You made sure it didn't get no scratches. Somebody want to borrow it, it wasn't easy to get, somebody's album when it dropped. You could chill with that person. Y'all could be at their crib and they be bumping it. You know what I'm saying? You heard it. Then it make you say, man, next time I go to the record store, I'm going to buy that tape. And that's what you did, But yeah, man. So like I said, this is what's really going on. I didn't realize it was going this far, but like I say, man, hopefully, man, just because he down, that don't mean he ain't getting back up, man. That don't mean God ain't gonna pick him back up, man. But we'll, over the next days or weeks, we'll see how this goes, man. Hopefully, definitely do pull through, man. I mean, we don't know what time limit is set on our times, but it's always good to see legends around still. You know what I'm saying? Instead of seeing all of them going away, which is going to have to happen with all of us anyway, with everybody anyway. But, like I say, it's always good to, be able to see some of the legends around who you grew up on. But, yeah, man, I had to speak on that, man, because, like I say, I am a fan. I speak from a fan point of view of him, man. Like I say, definitely hope, man, that man Kurupt can get back out here, man, and, we'll see how he move. If he feels like, man, I need to put some more music out. This life ain't no joke. Anything can happen, who knows, man. Or if he just needs to rest. But that's a crazy situation, man. But yeah, man, hopefully he get well, man. Hopefully, definitely hopefully get well. Peace and blessings to us all, man, and more health to us all, hopefully. You to him, But we'll see how this goes in the next days or so, man. None of us are exempt, from stuff. This is normal stuff. It happens to regular people every day. It just sucks, when it happens to people who, like I say, you grew up on. But anyway, man, I just had to say my piece, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Another one over here at Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe, because we are chopping this game over here, man.